gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Try and duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she try and link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it.
After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at 4. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Brought down at the 48.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third and short yardage, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for one. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7. Chargers.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard yards shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 9. First down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's complete to Slayton. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39-yard.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A quick throw there out to Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Well, they were in search of a share gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst able to get him for a loss of about 3.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up a former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run with Bowden. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackled by Kenneth Murray.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mariota on first down. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Herbert on 3rd down now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
46-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And will be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll turn to Geist to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's very close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Steps away to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Breaks the tackle. And he's past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT. guaranteed.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers.
6 yards left on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota taking it in. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. On first and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 13 yards remaining on second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Herbert going for it all. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. The fly route works for the TD grab.
You know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. It's Williams on the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Las Vegas.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Down they go with Jacobs again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Raiders.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Just shy of the goal.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. And sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking long for Westbrook. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. It's a gain of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Third down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Vegas. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on.